This is Coastal Connection, our spotlight on the community. I'm Terry Wright, and today we are very happy to have our good friends Barry and Michele Birdwell here. Coach Barry and Coach Michele, they're involved heavily with the Team in Training Group, and that is a fundraising arm of the Leukemia Lymphoma. Thanks for coming in. Tell us about the Leukemia Lymphoma Society and what your works do locally.
Thanks, Terry. The Leukemia Lymphoma Society is a marathon training program, and while we're training for the marathon, we also raise funds for cancer research. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is the largest voluntary health organization that is dedicated to finding cures for leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and all the blood cancers. And another great thing about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we work with some of the brightest and most promising researchers. Out of the last 40 FDA-approved drugs to treat cancer, nearly half the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was involved in and first were used to treat blood cancer patients. So it's really not just blood cancers that we're working with. Once those drugs are used on blood cancer patients, they also find that they can be used to treat other cancers. In addition to raising money for research, we also have patient services for co-pays and education, and other things are put to use right here in Brevard County. Last year, we had distributed over $275,000 here in Brevard County just for co-pays, or if you needed fares to pay for the tolls to get back and forth to the hospital, and all those little things that add up to someone that's in a real need at time.
So in addition to the research, you also advocate for legislation that helps to fund these research projects.
Yes, we do. We go to on the national level and the state level, and primarily we're looking for patient access to these great new drugs that are coming out. Nothing is more exciting than it is right now in the 14 years that we've been involved. There's some really great therapies going out there, but there are some cost barriers and other barriers of getting them to patients. So that's where we work with the legislation to help make sure that these patients can get access to these new drugs. If you've got great new cures, but you can't get them to the patients, it's a very difficult situation. And we're making inroads on that as well. We just want to help the infrastructure move towards getting them to the patients.
Coach Michele, pretty much anybody can run a marathon, and that's what your job is to help get them ready for it. We have 2 opportunities coming up.
Yes, we have our wonderful gem of an event that's local is the Space Coast Marathon and Half Marathon, which will be held on November 29th, and we will be coaching that locally. We are also very excited to be coaching the Nike Women's Half Marathon in San Francisco, and we can coach them locally, and it's also throughout the entire U.S. and Puerto Rico and Hawaii and Canada. They can all join up and come with us to San Francisco to join the Nike's Women Marathon.
Technology comes to your aid in offering a chance for virtual training.
Yes, and the marathon is on October 18th.
That'd be great for you to get with your friends and families that are outside the area. You can train with us locally, and then also we can be all together online and then hook up together when we get to San Francisco, really do some good work, kick cancer to the curb in a sense is what we like to say.
Great idea. So if you're a runner and you have a relative or a friend in another state, they could join you and train together and then get together in San Francisco and run for a good cause. So how would they find out more information?
We're going to have an informational meeting at the Running Zone on April 22nd at 6 o'clock at the store. So come meet Michele and I, and we'll go over the fundamentals of training and let you know a little bit more about what that training program is about, and even more information about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Go to teamintraining.org. That's teamintraining.org. and find out more information about the program. Or you can email Michele and I at coach@brevardtnt.org, brevardtnt.org.
Thanks for all the great work you guys are doing.
Thanks, Terry, and go team.
Thank you. Go team.